All right, you guys. So today I have something very special for you. I recorded an actual training that is very similar to what we do on the Wolfpack United, which is my organization and every agent below me. Okay, so I'm giving you a little sneak peek. It's a very small amount, but it's a sneak peek to what we do on a weekly basis every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for my team. Okay, we also have calls on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays with the other partners, but this is specifically for my organization and every agent under me. So, without further ado, I'm going to go right in for you guys so you can hear the training on how to build your database to consistently have listings for the long term. All right, here we go. Today, we're going to be talking about, guys, 7 ways to grow your database to be able to have long-term listings. All right, we love listings, right? I mean, who doesn't love a good listing? A lot of people love being a buyer's agent. I personally love having listings. I love being able to put my sign out there because whenever you are a listing agent, you're getting to brand yourself a little bit more than you are as a buyer's agent. So we're going to get started in this. I'm going to go right into it, and we're going to just talk about how we can build this database so that we can get long-term listings throughout your lifetime of being a real estate agent. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys here. All right. So number one is you need to follow up with your sphere of influence. Now, here's something that's really important, guys. Your sphere of influence, or SOI, I'm going to call it SOI just because it's easier, is anyone who knows, likes, and trusts you. Not necessarily who you know, who you like, and who you trust. It doesn't matter if you like somebody or if you know somebody or you trust somebody. What really matters is, do they know you, and do they like you, and do they trust you? Okay. You ever heard anybody say your network is your net worth? Well, it's not who you know. It's not. Take that phrase that you've heard, like, it's who you know that gets you success. It's not. It's who knows you that's going to really take you to the next level as a top agent. Okay. Who knows you, not who you know. Now, with that being said, you need to have people who know you, like you, and trust you with a strong database. Okay. You need to build that with a family and friend database. Okay. If you have family and your friends, they probably know you. Hopefully they trust you, and hopefully they like you. Okay. If you can build the people who know you and trust you and like you from your baseline and just build that database, you are already miles ahead of cold contacts who you have to totally build rapport with. Okay. Because when you're talking to a cold contact, if you're cold calling, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with cold calling. Okay. I do it. I allot a day a week to cold call. I'm not saying it's wrong to cold call or that you shouldn't do it. I believe you should do it. I think it's a great experience. But when you are cold calling, you are having to build that rapport. You're having to build that trust. You're having to build that likeness. You're having to build that relationship to where they know you. Okay. With people who know you already, your family and friends, you've already got that built. So you're already way ahead, right? So all that you have to make sure that you do is follow up with your SOI on a consistent basis. This is where people lose it. Okay. If you don't, you're going to be leaving your hottest leads for someone else to take. Okay. Listen, I have a listing right now. I'm not going to say anybody's names. Plus they're not with EXP anyways, but I have a listing right now active. And whenever I went to their house to do kind of like a walkthrough, and when I went to the open house, guess what I saw on their refrigerator whenever I was at the open house? I saw four of the same real estate agent's magnets, the same little magnets you can put on a refrigerator. I saw 4 of the same person. That dude had 4 of his magnets on my client's fridge. And guess who they called when they needed to list? Not him. They called me. Why? Because he never followed up. although he was on their magnet, you would be on their refrigerator. You would be surprised how many people don't actually look at what's on their refrigerator. I have a magnet or two on my refrigerators. Sometimes I couldn't even tell you if they were there. It's kind of like you just get so used to things in your home and they almost just become invisible to you. Okay. Although they have those 4 magnets of this agent on the refrigerator, he never verbally and physically followed up with them, touching base with them. Okay. And he lost that listing, obviously, because I'm listing it and we're doing a deal here shortly. It's actually a sell by. And I don't have one magnet on their refrigerator. I don't have one marketing material that's physical in their house. I use my mouth and my service in order to continue to follow up with them. Okay. So you need to reach out to your entire sphere at least twice a week. Okay. At least twice a week. It can be as simple as a phone call, a text, or a monthly newsletter. All right. If you happen to have a bigger budget, throw in some occasional appreciation parties, maybe a holiday gift basket or a birthday surprise. I don't really do any birthday surprises or holiday gift baskets or anything like that. What I find is most important is actually conversations, right? Because a lot of times gift baskets, or birthday surprises, a lot of times they'll get it and they won't even respond to you. They just get it and like, oh, that was a good gesture and move on. I want to have a conversation, right? And when they get it, it's kind of weird if you're like follow up and be like, hey, did you get your package? I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of a back end of they feel like it's a back end of you trying to touch base. When just touch base, you don't need a reason to do something to touch base with them. So, but no matter how you feel comfortable doing it, stay in contact is what's most important, to stay in front of your SOI's mind. When they sell, they'll call you. You see, it's a simple yet consistent follow-up and check-in that will boost and repeat your referral business for years to come. All right, I'm going to give you guys 15 reasons right here to follow up with your sphere of influence. 1, make sure that you know their birthday. Facebook is really good about that. Okay, you get birthday notifications. I make sure to tell every single person happy birthday. Okay, I tell everybody happy birthday. You don't understand how powerful that could be. All right, make sure that you tell everybody happy birthday. Ask them if there's anything that you can do to help. And what I mean by that is not, hey, is there anything I can do to help you sell your house? Because they might not even be ready to help sell their house. It's more so like, hey, is everything going okay with your house? If you need an AC guy or a lawn care guy or, a cleaner, anything that, something that comes with that involves maintenance on a house. That's what I'm talking about right there. Ask if there's anybody that you can refer to them. Okay. Don't talk about selling their house. All right. Or anything in that nature. Talk about what you can do to help them achieve what they want to do in their house. Okay. It's a good time to verify contact info. Okay, I usually go through my messages, my contacts once a year, and you'd be surprised at how many people are like, oh, wrong number. That person changed their number within the year and I didn't even know, right? So that happens. So share tips for winterizing your home. When we get into this time of the year, we need to make sure that we are sending them information on how to take care of their most precious asset, right? So maybe if they had a new baby or just got married or something in that nature, it's a good time to congratulate them on the new family addition. Every time a holiday comes in, July, 4th of July, New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and all these times, just a holiday could be 5 to 7 touches a year right there on just making sure you're connecting with them. If you have an open house that's close to their neighborhood or close to their house or in their area within, I'd say 10 miles, invite them to the open house. It'd be a great way just to say, hey, they can get some refreshments. And, maybe they know somebody who's looking in the area. So it's a great way to do that. If a new restaurant popped up in town, oh my gosh, go try the restaurant, make sure it's good, because you don't want to recommend a bad restaurant. So you go try the restaurant, make sure it's good. And then if it's really good, it's a great way to send a newsletter out for, hey, just tried this restaurant. Oh my gosh, in your area, you got to go try it. It's a great way to stay in contact. If you do have a community event, invite them to your, clients' community events. stay up to date on HOA updates. That's a really great way to, hey, just want to let you know that this update changed, or they're raising their price, or they're lowering their price, or they're adding some new amenities. Hey, just wanted to let you know that. It's a great way to stay in touch. Panthers here in Charlotte, Carolina, a lot of times I love talking sports. Great way to stay connected with your sports fans and sports clients. I really love sports. Kind of similarizing with what you can do with your home. And number 4, sharing winterized tips. Share how, just things that you can do to help keep your home on a maintenance schedule. Keep a good schedule on there and what to do. Simply just ask how they're doing. Offer them a current comp on their home. I do this every single year for every client. Every client on their anniversary, whether it's their 1-year anniversary or 10-year anniversary in their house, I will send them a market report. Okay. And then lastly, if they aren't if they are owning and maybe they're renting, ask them how you can help them achieve their home ownership goals. If, maybe you could talk to somebody who does have a home ownership, or is in home ownership, or now owns a home, maybe about how to buy that second home that's going to help them generate some passive income. All these guys are really great reasons to follow up with your clients or just your sphere of influence. All right. Number 3. A lot of you guys may love this. A lot of you guys may hate this. Okay. But door knocking is still an old school method that will work. Okay. Hitting the pavement to knock on some doors is, in my opinion, literally the best way to get in front of qualified buyers and sellers. You're not calling them. Okay. You're not sending them a newsletter or sending them where they won't open it. You're not sending them a mailer where they're just going to throw it in the trash. You're not, giving them a call to where there's like, oh, I don't know this number, hang up. You're literally at their door. They're either going to not answer, and you can leave a little note on your door, or they're going to answer. And whether they yell at you or they are excited to talk to you, you're talking to them. And that's what's important. Okay. A lot of agents miss out on door knocking opportunities because they wait for the business to come to them. Guys, action takers, people who take action, especially by door knocking, it allows you, like I just said, to get in front of more people, make a genuine face-to-face connection, and you can add them to your database. You will beat out all of your competition who prefer to sit around and just twiddle their thumbs and wait for leads. I can guarantee you that. Okay. You need to have relevant market data to inform the homeowners about market stats and potential equity they can have in their home. So this is what you need to have when you go up to the doors. Okay. Whenever you get their information, add them to your monthly market updates, call them a few times, following up a few months later to stay on top of their mind. Sometimes, guys, real estate agents will be blown away by the vast market knowledge that you have, and you will quickly become the neighborhood expert who homeowners want to refer to their friends and neighbors. Okay, I actually got a client. So I'll tell you a quick story. I door knocked the client a while back. They didn't answer. I left them a little market update on their home. Okay, I never heard back from them. Never heard back. Okay, I went to go get some medication at my pharmacy, and she looked at my name. The pharmacist looked at my name and said, "Hey, are you Brian Quick, the realtor?" Kid you not, this just happened like a month ago. "Are you Brian Quick, the realtor?" Yeah, I am. And she was like, "Oh, I know you. You left a market update on my house." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool." She's like, "Yeah, I actually recommended you to my neighbor. Lo and behold, I actually sold that house in that neighborhood a while back. And it was because of that referral, whom I didn't think she even, kept it or did whatever it was that I gave her, but she knew who I was when she saw my name in their little system that they have. And she referred me to somebody who actually did do a deal with me just based off of that. Okay. That's a win and a connection. So here's an example of a market stat that you can send to them. So in their area, you can give them the number of properties sold in the last 6 months. Okay. You can give them the highest sale price in the area in the last 6 months. So we have 39 homes sold in the last 6 months. The highest price sale in that area was $472,900. The lowest price sale in that area last 6 months was $325,000. Now, There is one property right now on the market in this area that you live in. Okay, in the median list price area, here we go, 349,250, and your neighborhood's median home value is 371,150. Now, what does this not give them? This does not give them their specific home value, right? Why don't you want to give them their specific home value? In honesty, one, they might find it creepy that you know their exact address and home. You don't want to be too invasive. It might weird them out and make you feel like you're intruding. Two, it gives them a reason for them to contact you or follow up with you to be like, hey, I love these numbers. I kind of feel like, I kind of would like to know where my home sits in those numbers. So that's why you do not want to give them their market value right off the top. All right. Do not forget about your past clients. I don't understand why agents do this. Too many agents miss out on thousands of dollars in repeat and referral business because they do not stay in contact with their past clients. Okay. Agents literally hand over the keys and the clients never see or hear from them again. Over the next few years, when someone asks your past client for a recommendation of the agent that they used, guess what? They may not remember your name. And that's devastating, all because you didn't follow up with them. So do not leave past clients in the dust. You want to follow up with them 30 days after they close on their home to just simply check in. And then you want to follow up again with them a few months later and ask if there's anything that you can help them with. You want to reach out to them on their birthday and the anniversary when they bought the house. You want to build a lasting relationship with them to keep them top of your mind. Okay. Top of their mind, excuse me. This way, when they do have somebody who wants to buy a house or sell a house, they have no choice but to remember you and refer you to their friends who eventually will hire you. And maybe they'll want to hire you again when they're ready to buy or sell again for another move. Okay. Now, here's what I do, my past client follow-up schedule. So once client closes on the house, I congratulate them, offer to help them move in. What I mean by that is I offer them a moving company. I don't actually physically go out there and move. Too much liability and things in that nature for me to actually handle their stuff. I don't actually go and help them move in. What I mean by say, hey, congratulations on your closing. I have a great moving company partnership with this company called Rambling Man. And if you need them, I can give you their information. So after that, 30 days after closing, I'll check in and I'll ask if there's anything they need help with the house. And then 90 days after closing, I'll check in and tell the client to reach out if anything is in need. Okay. 6 months after closing, I'll call to catch up and ask if anything is needed. 1 year after closing, call and congratulate them on their home buying anniversary. And then on their birthday, I will call or text them to wish them happy birthday. And then when I do host a community event, I will call and invite them. Now, use social media to your advantage. It's never too late to start showing up where people spend a lot of their free time, and that is on social media. Now, with a dramatic increase in social media usage over the past year alone, agents who don't maximize their social media presence, they will be left behind. If you're not maximizing social media, you will be left behind. So you need to make sure that you're being interactive with your followers and friends by commenting, liking, and sharing posts. You need to send periodic messages and follow up with people you come in contact with throughout the week. Okay, you could even run paid ads to get more eyeballs on your listings or clients or what you're doing. Ultimately, you just need to make sure that you're showing up on your ideal client's feed regularly so that they associate your name with real estate. Now, 10 things to post on social media. Number 1, you can post just listed and just sold properties. Number 2, you can post market stats and updates. 3, local businesses or restaurants that you love and support. 4, closing pictures with your clients. Okay, number 5, your day-to-day routine. Number 6, something fun you just did, whether it be in your area or not in the area, just something fun. Number 7, a get to know me fact. What's something cool about you? Number 8, family pictures. Show us your beautiful family that you love so much. Number 9, prospecting sessions. This is a great way to just chat with people. And number 10, team member listings if you don't have one. Now, if you are a part of the Wolfpack and eXp Realty, my organization, then I want to show you this. If you're not utilizing this, you need to make sure that, let me make sure I'm screen sharing here, the right screen. Give me a second. Okay. If you are part of the Wolfpack at eXp Realty, then you have access to Mike Sherrod's Social Agent Academy. You need to make sure that you are in here and you are taking these courses. Okay. All of these courses are going to set you up for success when it comes to mastering social media and being able to do what you need to do to build a business of 6 figures plus. Actually, there are a few agents on our organization right now, guys, who have used this, who are making 6 figures plus every 6 months, a few even monthly. I know that's hard to believe, but it's really true. But there's no doubt about it. If you go through this whole entire program, guys, and you use it and you actually do what he says, there's no reason why you shouldn't be doing 6 figures yearly just off of social media. So make sure you get in here and you take all of these courses. Guys, if you're not, and you're a guest on this call and you're not a part of eXp Wolfpack, well, let's talk about that. But secondly, you can actually go and still purchase this school, this academy. It is like $1,500. I actually purchased it before I joined eXp and Mike's team for $1,500. And then this is what actually convinced me to move over to it and to the team. And then once I moved over to the team, I realized I got it for free. So yeah. So you can go and purchase this, but guys, this is golden and worth your time and money. I highly suggest though considering just moving over to the team, because if you do just buy it, you will not get part of the eXp Wolfpack Hub, which is a total course on how to see, this is for active Wolfpack members only. This course is only for, let me show you how to actually set yourself up for success business-wise, and not just for social media, but how to actually be a 6-figure top producing agent right here. So guys, this is golden. So if you are not a part of the team and you want to learn more about that, let me know, shoot me a message, and I will get back to you on that. But let's get back to the slideshow so we can get this going, because I want to respect your time. All right. Now, introduce yourself to local businesses. See, local businesses can be a great way to build your database and get referrals. It really can. Take time to visit local businesses, introduce yourself, get to know the owners and managers. Okay, create business to business referral systems that benefit both parties. Make sure you're not going in there and just thinking about yourself. How can you actually benefit that company as well? Finding painters or loan officers or landscapers or contractors and other real estate adjacent businesses to refer clients your way when they need help with their home is a great way. You can, in exchange, send your clients to them whenever they need help. So not only are you helping out the community, but you are building your database for more referral business down the line. So here's my little business referral script that I like to use. So this is me. I'll say, hey there, Bob. I'm Brian with eXp Realty, and I'm creating a list of preferred business and service providers to share with my clients and put on my real estate website. I frequently recommend good painters, loan officers, etc. to my clients, and I'm looking for a trusted professional company to refer them to. For great things about your company, would you and your business be interested in being included? Now, as you can tell, I'd probably get hung up on within 2 minutes, within 2 seconds with that kind of talk, right? This script and all scripts, guys, are meant to just build confidence and be used loosely. Okay. But this is kind of something that, you would use just more in conversative language, right? So once you're you could be great, I like to establish these referral partnerships to help each other grow our businesses as well. So if I refer clients to you, would you be willing to refer clients who are looking to buy or sell a home to me with the assurance that I will provide them with the highest level of customer service that you expect? Mouthful, right? So we don't want to just continue to say long lines like that. I had somebody call me at a cold call me the other day, and because I'm in sales, I usually give every cold call a chance. But for like 3-4 minutes, I didn't get a word. And I just I'm done. Right. So make sure you're having a conversative language, not just talking with them. Okay. And then make sure that you get their contact information. Now, circle prospect, just listed, and just solds. Okay. Circling prospect, just listed, or just solds with geo leads. Now, how do you do that? I use RedX to do that. Okay. RedX is a great way to grow your database. You can call around a property you just listed or sold and give details on how well things went or how hard the market is, how hot the market is. Then follow up by asking when they plan to make a move, right? So in time, you'll earn the reputation of neighborhood agent. As you educate and improve the neighborhood through powerful connections and referrals. If they aren't looking to move, add them to your follow-up schedule and keep in contact with them to make market updates and local recommendations. So let me actually show you real quick what I mean by using RedX. Because I paid for the Geo Lead subscription. It cost me like $119 a month. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay. It's loading. And while it's loading, I'm going to go back to my screen here. All right. So I'm going to go until it loads. All right. So as you can see, I have 48,462 geo lead prospects. Okay. And I have them labeled in here in different neighborhoods that I want to market. Christian McCaffrey file. Anyways, I got to be discreet about it, but I have one of these Peninsula here. Oh, MJ, Michael Jordan's Peninsula. His house is in this one. Anyway, so what you can do is you can go in here, okay, and I'll type in my listing that I was just telling you about with the guy on the refrigerator. Rosenwald School Street, Catawba, NC 28630. All right, so what's going to happen? So this is my listing right here, okay, pinned it. Now, these green ones, you see these green pins? These are all homes that I've already downloaded and pinged so that I can give them a call and an email talking about my just listed. But you can get up. So what I like to do is go to 18 months plus. Okay, this is how long they have lived in the house. You don't want to get somebody who's been in the house for 6 months, okay, because it just they're probably not ready to move. And then I usually go 300. Because I get 7,500 leads a month. So let's see if it might not let it pull up because I only have 13 properties left. But what will happen is, as you can see, all of these blue pings are people who have lived in their house for 18 plus months or longer. Okay. You can then hit create leads. And you literally can create the lead and it'll import all of those leads into your database to where you can make calls and emails. And this is what I do for every single listing that I have, or every single time I have somebody buy a house, I go in and do this. This is how I get this information to build credibility and talk. So I pay $119 a month for this. It's absolutely worth it. So I'm going to stop sharing and go back to the slide here, because I'm going to give you a little script that I like to kind of, use, but again, use it loosely. So this just listed, if that means that I just had a home go on the market. I'll say ring, the person will help answer. I'll be like, hello. Hey, my name is Brian Quick with eXp Realty. I just want to let you know I have a property listed right here down at 312 Rosenwald School Street. I'm really working hard to get that property sold for my clients. Do you happen to know anyone who might be interested in moving into the area? It's a great way. You're not asking them anything about their house or them or anything in it. What you're asking is, do they know anyone else? Right. And that eases their mind automatically because they don't feel like you're bombarding them about them. So if I have a just sold, I'll be like, hey, my name is Brian Quick with eXp Realty. So I just want to let you know, I just sold a home right below yours on the street at, blah, 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 blah. Just, I'm calling because, there are some qualified buyers looking for another home in the area. I just can't seem to find them one. Do you know of any neighbors who have talked about selling? And it's just a great way to, again, bridge the gap of you not pressuring them. You're asking them if they happen to know anyone else. So it's a really good way to keep people from feeling pressured. Now, the good thing about RedX, and I'll kind of go into this a minute as well. And by the way, I don't get paid for RedX. I pay RedX. So this is just, it's been a great experience for me with RedX, and it has done really well. So I highly suggest at least giving it a chance. But the reason why is because you can actually prospect other types of leads in RedX. So you can turn cold leads to quality contacts by prospecting lead types that you've never tried before. Expired leads, homes that did not sell, it just went off the market. FSPOs, or for sale by owners. FURBOs, or for rent by owners, and pre-foreclosures all offer great opportunities to find now business that will end up in your database for more referrals and repeat clients later. And even if you're not ready to list with you now, you could always add them to a drip campaign and warm them up over time. So when you call, ask leads if they need your help in the next 90 days, not now. And if they say no, ask them permission to follow up over text and add them to your database. Just because they don't need you now, guys, does not mean that they won't need you in the future. So here's the listing types that you can actually use and prospect through with RedX. So you could go expires. This is when a listing goes unsold and expires. Homeowners are now ready to start shopping for a new agent. Okay. Call expired leads to be that agent. Now, just FYI, what you might run into on the negative side of calling expireds is that they are kind of, possibly could be fed up with real estate agents for the moment. They could just be like, you know what, like, oh my gosh, for some reason, a lot of people think like when you have one bad agent, all agents are bad, right? So you're going to run into that. So you have to learn how to adapt to that behavior. And I'll talk about that, and we'll talk about that on future calls. Okay. So for sale by owners. For sale by owners are another great one because, they will fail to sell them homes by themselves. I think it's like 7 to 5% of homes that are for sale by owner actually sell. Okay. So they're more than likely going to fail at selling the home by themselves. Okay. You need to be the first to reach out and provide value. That's the key, guys. Provide value that they could not do on their own. Ask them questions that they don't know the answer to. Okay. Give them, you don't want to make them feel dumb, but at the same time, you want them to realize how much they don't know about selling a home, right? Now, what you're going to run into that on the negative side about for sale by owners is that they are going to, most of the time, be arrogant. They believe our jobs are obsolete. They can do everything, and which is why 90% of the time they fail, right? So you got to learn how to handle those types of behaviors as well. So let's talk about for rent by owners. So list and sell vacant investment properties. That's what that is. Okay. Many of these landlords and investors are literally one nervous month away from calling an agent to list. Okay. So what you need to do with FURBOs is find a home that's been like ready to try to get rented. That's within 90 that's been after 90 days. Meaning that home has been sitting for 3 months and they cannot get this thing rented. Okay. And you don't want to call a for rent by owner who has been on the market for 3 days. Okay. Don't do that. They're probably not going to want to speak to you. You want to call the ones that have been sitting for a while so that wow, like something's not happening. They're struggling, obviously, or they just don't want to get it rented. So, that's a good one to call. GeoLeads. That's what I'm doing right now is GeoLeads. These are homeowners that, are cold, probably don't have any, maybe don't even have, possibilities are endless with them. They could be staying in their home forever or right on the verge of right on the edge of wanting to sell. So you need to choose an area in your MLS to prospect and use these areas as just sold or just listed properties as a starting point to make connections, right? And then you got pre-foreclosures. So you need to find distressed homeowners and help them avoid the inevitably low offers they might get from predatory individuals. I'm not saying investors are predatory, but when you have a home that is about to be pre-foreclosure, people are going to come in and try to get it as little as possible. So you're there to kind of save the day. So listings, guys, coming to a close. Listings are found in the long game. So building your database at the end of the day is about getting in front of more people. Once you do, they'll eventually need a trusted real estate agent in the future. Don't give up thousands of dollars in commission next year because you're too focused on what's going on right now. If you don't play the long game in real estate, your pipeline will eventually dry up. Build your database now to have a reliable and consistent listings in the future. All right, you guys, so that was a quick sneak peek of what we do every Thursday in the afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time within my organization, the Wolfpack United. If you want to hop on these calls and get everything that I talked about for free and many more things that come with that, like I said, this is just a small version of what we actually get and what I actually do for the agents who are in my downline. So if you want more of that, let me know below. Message me. You can book I'll book a link in my description about booking a call with me. Schedule a call with me. We can chat and talk about my team, the organization, Wolfpack, and eXp Realty, and we can run numbers to see what that looks like and what your production commission would look like over at eXp, and see what that comes out to be. Okay, so thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this. Please let me know below if you have any questions about the trading, or if you have any other insight that you would like to add. I'd love to just be able to communicate with you, chat with you, meet you, and connect with you. All right, guys, have a great rest of your week, and see you soon. Bye.